Hey, Pastor Brett here with another edition of Good, Better, and Best. Good. It's not too often that I publicly recommend a book when I've read less than half of it. In fact, I've only read 2 chapters. But I'm fairly confident that I'm not going to regret this or find that I was premature in my recommendation. I know it was in a stack of books that I had gathered for our kids, a kind of recommended reading stack. You see, if you don't guide young people toward good books, their default mode is to read nothing but entertaining novels. And because as parents we want to encourage our children to read, that's fine. We don't discourage that. But we also want to make sure that they're reading books books that will challenge them, books that will educate them, inspire them, books good for their soul, books that stretch them. Anyway, this book was in this stack. And last week I came across that stack, and I picked this book up and started thumbing through it. And next thing you know, I'm deciding to read one of the chapters, which happened to be the last chapter. So I read the last chapter first, which I never do when reading a book. Enough teasing. Here's the book. 7 Men by Eric Metaxas, and the subtitle is and the secret of their greatness. 7 men and the secret of their greatness. So I've read the first and the last chapters, and let me just go ahead and share with you the other men that are in this book. George Washington, William Wilberforce, Eric Liddell, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, Jackie Robinson, John Paul II, and then of course Charles Colson. So 7 men, 7 chapters. I've read 2 out of 7, and I'm looking forward to reading the rest. Be a great book for your young men to read, or for any age man, or I suppose woman to read as well. But we need to, I think, re-inspire a generation of men. That's the good. The better. Probably the biggest headline conversion over the past 2 years has been that of music mogul Kanye West. And from Kanye comes this good news today. Or recently, Kanye donated a very large sum of money recently to the Dream Center in Los Angeles, funds which were used to, and this is a quote from their church source, hundreds of thousands of meals to the homeless and hungry. We want to applaud. Celebrities often, use their platform in a lot of different ways that a lot of us don't agree with, maybe their political positions at times, whichever side of the fence you are. But it's good to see a high-profile Christian, popular in the news for his conversion to Christianity, actually be very generous toward meeting real needs and helping a church do that. So I just thought that was really good to hear. Wanted to share it with you. All right, the best. Good, better, and best. 2 Timothy 2:9 says in the King James, "The word of God is not bound." The Apostle Paul was writing from prison to his young protege, Timothy. He was not able to go out and preach the gospel to the masses as he had been doing because now he was in a prison cell. But he points out the Word of God is not chained. Now, if I can carry that over into today in the situation we're in, I think it'd be appropriate for us to say the Word of God is not locked down. Isn't it encouraging to know that even though we're sheltering at home, even though we're in the midst of a pandemic where it seems dangerous to even go out into public, the Word of God is not bound. The Word of God is still going out through technology, through various forms of media, and it's not bound where you cannot access it. Grab a Bible in your home, go online, read the Bible online, spend time in the Word of God, and then as you benefit from the Word of God, share that with others. Spread the Word. It's not bound. You can spread it. You can share it. Use your social media to share a Bible verse that impacted you, or a Bible passage, or a principle that God is teaching you. Share it with your children. Share it with your friends and family members, and phone calls and FaceTimes and Zoom meetings. The Word of God is not bound, nor will it ever be.